Hey, good morning, everybody. With me is Lieutenant Ruiz and Lieutenant Zemenza, our Cascade County Detention Center. Today, I want to bring up a real unfortunate incident and discuss it. We can provide the community transparency about this event. It was a rough weekend in the Cascade County Sheriff's Office. I'm not going to lie. It started with a home invasion early Saturday morning. Unfortunately, we found a male deceased in the river not too long after that. And then actually while we were out on scene on that event, we learned that an 8-year-old boy was killed in an ATV accident. I was working with detectives at the time, and we were up the Hughesville Road area up by Monarch. We were traveling back into town when we learned of the event that I'm going to talk to you about today. So it was a long day. So this individual right here, Joshua Yellow Owl, is a Cascade County detention officer. And I'm going to tell you the events that occurred caused his arrest in the early morning hours, about 12:50 in the morning. I would believe at this point we would have been into Sunday morning. So on August 31st at approximately 2:50, the Great Falls Police Department responded to a disturbance in the 600 block of 6th Street South. Josh Yellow Owl was assaulting a female and attempting to break her arm. This was witnessed by a third party. The witness saw him strike her while she screamed for help and honked the horn. The victim later confirmed that she was struck in the face and her face was shoved against the passenger window of the vehicle. This caused her significant pain and injury. At one point, he had put her in some type of armbar technique, and she thought her arm was going to be broken. She was honking the horn and attempting to call 911. While she was attempting to call 911, this individual decided to take her phone and throw it away from her. It's confirmed in the PC affidavit that 911 was indeed attempted to be called. The Great Falls Police Department did their investigation, and they arrested Joshua Yellow Owl for partner family member assault, first offense, 45-5206, subsection 1A of Montana Code Annotated, and tampering with a communication device. That's 45-5210, subsection 1A of Montana Code Annotated. For everyone's information on this, the Great Falls Police Department is the lead investigating organization on this, and they will be available for any future follow-up as far as this goes. Yellowtail is currently in custody in the Choteau County Jail, and he has his initial appearance here in a couple hours. I also want to bring another arrest to your attention. A few days before, on August 24th at approximately 1:13 in the morning, detention officer Brianna Rowe was arrested for DUI. Probable cause for this was speeding. So she was arrested for speeding, no insurance, and driving under the influence of alcohol. This arrest happened by our own Cascade County Sheriff's deputies. So at this point in time, I just want to be transparent about these two arrests, but I want to provide further information as we move on, okay? These allegations are shocking and unacceptable. Domestic violence is a crime that will never be tolerated in Cascade County, regardless of who commits it. I've always made it clear to our employees at the Sheriff's Office that they are held to the highest standards, whether they're on duty or whether they're off duty. Immediate action has been taken with Mr. Yellow Owl. He's been placed on administrative leave following his arrest, and an internal investigation will be conducted at the Cascade County Sheriff's Office. We will be cooperating with the Great Falls Police Department, who is leading this investigation. We will not be leading this investigation, just to be clear, with Yellow Owl. We have a zero tolerance for domestic violence. No employee is above the law. Every report will be taken seriously, investigated, and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. We are accountable. The Sheriff's Office will hold its staff accountable for misconduct or criminal behavior. I also want to be transparent. While respecting the ongoing investigation, the Sheriff's Office will communicate honestly with our community and the public. We will support our victims. The community should know that victims of domestic violence are supported and that there's resources available to them. I just ask that you trust the process. These processes are often long, but the legal process must play out and the administrative actions must play out to provide due process and to maintain integrity in these type of matters. I want to assure the public of this. Again, I'll reiterate, this incident with Mr. Yellow is not being handled by us. It will be handled by the Great Falls Police Department. We remain committed to our mission, to serving the public. The actions of one employee do not reflect everyone in the Cascade County Sheriff's Office. Please understand that. We've made the following changes to our organization. We have made leadership changes in the jail to help better snuff out these issues and problems. And we're also working with Montana First Responder Psychological Services to have more in-depth and robust psychological exams for not only our new hires, but we're also looking at every step of the way. If they're determined that they're going to be armed or if they're going to be placed into a supervisory position. I would like to thank the Great Falls Police Department and Sheriff Smith with the Chouteau County Sheriff's Office for their assistance and everything that they did for us during this investigation. We are committed to you, the citizens of Cascade County, and we will not tolerate or allow anybody to dishonor the badge. Thank you all. God bless. I'll open it up for questions.
Quick question, Jesse. You said, at least I heard, 2 different last names. What is his last name?
Yellow Owl?
Yellow Owl.
Yeah. What did I say?
You said Yellow Owl, but you also said Yellowtail.
Oh, sorry. Yellow Owl.
How long was he employed here?
I don't know exactly. Do you guys remember? A few years. I can follow up. I can 2+. I can follow up with you on that. I don't remember exactly. Sorry, I should have had that.
Always as a detention officer?
Yes, correct.
Any previous incidents?
No, actually, I looked up on these 2 individuals and on Lloyd Ogden Jr. We looked it up today because I thought that question might come. Actually, none of these employees have any misconduct on the job at all. Nothing previous ever. Great question.
You mentioned it a little bit there that you made changes in leadership and then you're working with psychological. Can you talk to me a little bit about the process? Because this is, the second, third issue we've had here with the sheriff's office.
Yeah, we've actually been looking at kind of more tailoring our detention to our deputy side as far as that goes. The law actually has less requirements. We've always followed what the law requires. What we are working on right now is stepping that up so that it's the same basic qualifications as it is a deputy to be a detention officer. There's a lot of challenges with that. There really is. Like, for example, money. It gets very expensive. The psychological services and stuff are expensive, but you pay it on one end or you pay it on another, right? So we're committed to doing that. We're also looking at physical fitness standards. We're looking at a bunch of different things moving forward to do that. The other issue we run into with that, though, is that we are short-staffed, and I'm not making excuses, and we're accountable, and we're going to make the changes. But the reality of it is we need our detention center to run and function to protect this community. So the challenge becomes when you make the qualifications the same, say, as a deputy, for example, can you get the people to man the detention center? And so that's a deep concern, but we are committed and we've made those changes and we're going to move forward. And we're just going to go after the highest qualified people. We're also looking at psychological services and evaluations during different stages of their careers. Just because you're a really good detention officer doesn't mean you're a really good supervisor, right? It's a different skill set. And so we're looking into those types of things as well. If you're going to be armed and carry a firearm in the public, should we have a follow-up psychological service for that too? So those things are all key.
we've been short detention officers for as long as I've been here. What's
Yeah.
your current staffing situation?
I think we're down right around 20.
Down 20?
Yeah.
Has that changed at all since they got raises?
No. No, it ebbs and flows. We'll come close, go back, you know, it just ebbs and flows. One of the things that I'm really proud about, you know, the detention center that I want to kind of make everyone aware of though too is one of the reasons that we've been short is almost all of our most recent hires have come out of the detention center. Again, reiterating the fact that just because we have some bad apples that do some things they're not supposed to do, the majority are amazing people doing a very, very good job. And they go on, we're our own worst enemy because they go on to be detention or deputies, and that shortens us as well. And I'm thinking out of the last, I don't know, probably 10 hires, I bet you it's half or more have come from our detention center.
Is there a jail supervisor or warden currently?
Yes, Captain Kedner.
Who?
Captain John Kedner.
It sounds like the witness and victims are cooperating in this case.
We'll see. Yeah, that's a great Falls Police Department question. But as you guys know, with partner and family member assault, specifically, the state has the ability to press those charges based upon the evidence, and you do not have to have a cooperating victim.
Are they both on administrative leave?
No,
Just the one?
no, Brianna's not. Nope. Any more questions?
You said, so Brianna's not, Yellow Owl, is he on administrative leave or is he just on administrative leave?
Yeah, he'll be, so your question was, is he on administrative leave?
Correct.
Do you mean paid or non-paid? Is that?
Yes, that's.
Okay. So as standard practice, they're initially placed on paid administrative leave because of the due process, if that makes sense. So initially, yes. I believe at his initial today, he'll be presented with that official notification.
For paid.
Yes,
That's covered in their collective bargaining agreement, right?
that is correct, Jen. The question was, it's covered in their collective bargaining agreement, and that is correct. Okay, so if there's no more questions, I'll leave you with this. I'm not happy about this. I'll just be honest with you, I'm pissed off. And I don't tolerate this. And these guys behind me don't tolerate this, and no one in this organization tolerates this type of behavior. These incidents occurred off duty and outside the facility. And unfortunately, we don't have control over everybody's lives. However, they took an ethics. They swore to ethics, and that was to keep their life unsullied outside of the office. And when they failed to do that, we will hold them accountable with everything that we have. They're allowed their due process per the CBA, but we will hold them accountable, and we will always make sure the public knows what's going on and that we're transparent about it. So thank you all so much.